Alright guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. So in the last video, we were trying to focus down on some railjack missions, had a lot of trial and error, but ultimately settled on I just need to do some background grinding on that early level starting mission until I have enough materials to upgrade my own railjack before moving on further. Had a lot of really bad luck trying to run the next mission up. Absolutely could not solo it, which I didn't expect. I tried every possible thing I could think of and ultimately settled on I'm just going to farm that first mission I've already done enough times till I get some materials that I can go back to the dojo and get some upgraded armaments crafted for my railjack, and then we'll attempt to move on further from there. So that was kind of the big takeaway yesterday, in the last video. But I also started to try to farm some relics in the background, and that is indeed what today's video is going to be focused on. We're going to be doing entirely relic runs. I've run all of the current on the timer relics for the Requiems. It's complete RNG, but I only managed to snag one. I snagged an extra two. And I know I'm going to need more than just these in order to try to get those Parazon mods that I need to drop. I've got about half of them, but I suspect that you need to have at least one of all of them in order to test what the actual mod setup is eventually. I know it's a little trial and error, but I don't think that I want to progress forward with that until I have at least one of all of those mods in hand. So we're going to be starting today by just jumping in to crack a few relics here. What I can check, obviously, is jump into the mods. We can look at the Parazon and then see which of these I already have in my possession. I have a Vome, a Kra, and a Foss. I have 2 Kras, 1 Foss, 1 Vome. So from there, I can jump back over to the relics and see which ones I need to target. We could get the missing Jahu from the 2. We could get the missing wrists from the 3. And we could get the missing Netra from the 4. So I have 1 exceptional and 1 standard. Somebody mentioned in comments you don't really need to upgrade these when you're running them. I mean, I get it. There's 3 things in the common loot pool, and then just the 2 in the uncommon and the 1 in the rare, and of course RNG plays a bit of it, but being the void traces are a pretty valuable commodity, burning them for these Requiem relics, I kind of agree, maybe not the best idea. So we're gonna run with 2 relics until hopefully we get a Jahu drop or somebody in the group gets one of these other ones that I don't need. I've got Foss, I've got Vome, and I've got Kra. So anything that isn't one of those 3 is going to be exactly what I'm looking for. So I was also playing on Volt for the first time in months, and I'm going to stick with Volt because he's fun. The next time I swap frames is when I jump into another kind of first impressions, because I still have several in the background, but I decided to focus on relics, which I haven't been giving as much love. So for my purposes, I know that there's obviously in the Void Fissures at the very bottom, there are Requiem Fissures down here, but I think I ran those multiple times and never had one of those mods drop, but I did eventually get them to drop from the Kuva Fortress relic mission. So I don't know if it matters which you pick, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to jump onto Koro. We're going to say Requiem Fissure Assault, and we're going to start by taking one of the 2s, and we're hoping to get Jahu out of this. So that is our first thing we're going to run and hope for the best. I should also mention my intent is not to have an hour-long video of me running relic mission after relic mission after relic mission.
A distant colony has been.
Oh, you know what? I need to leave this. I'm solo. I completely forgot. I need to abort the mission and turn it back on. I run the Requiem Relic RNG missions solo in case people want to do the Kuva siphons, which I'm not interested in. I've got enough Kuva for my purposes for quite a while, and that just takes longer to do when you're just trying to pull relics. So I do run those solo. I just do the main mission objective and leave. So let me turn this back onto public, and then we will reset. So yeah, you know, we'll show a random mission or two. I'll show the runs, but this is going to end up being a shorter video. I'll just show the ends so you can see what I'm pulling. But that's what we're focusing on. We're going to start here today, and then we're going to do some more target farming for some primes. I really want to get my first prime, whether it be a frame or a weapon of some kind. I don't have a single prime piece of equipment yet, and I really want one. So it's high tide. Equip, yes.
A friendly colony has been under long-distance artillery barrage for several days. I've traced the attack back to an experimental cannon on Queen's Fortress. Break in and silence them. The fortress entrance is heavily reinforced. We'll need the multicoil to destroy the gates.
Yeah, we know. We know all about it.
The Navarre cannon has a massive range, capable of hitting targets in far-off sectors. Up until now, they've been testing conventional ammunition, but we know that they are about to switch to devastating atomic munitions. You can't let that happen.
Detonator in the door.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? Found a fissure. Look out for reactant. Plant the multicoil on the doors. Defend the multicoil while it melts the mechanism.
Okay.
The enemies are dropping reactant.
Are they?
Don't
Where?
Reactant. You need more to open that relic.
Oh, I guess I already picked up two.
The gates are down. Get to the cannon.
Okay. Head back in. That is clearly somebody's ability, bringing in enemies as friendly fighters.
Here for the cannon. They're priming one last shot with a tectonic round that is capable of destroying the colony in one hit. Do not let that happen.
In the lockdown. Yeah, I could have picked that, but frankly, the Grineer locks are quite a bit simpler than the Corpus locks, in my opinion, just as a matter of practice. We're going to need more reactant. Let's follow the group.
The cannon is priming for a tectonic shot. Hurry, disable the cannon systems before it fires.
That looked slow motion. This could be lagging just a little bit. It does happen from time to time.
You did it. The Navarre cannon is operational, but you're not done yet. Find the command center. The command center controls the Navarre cannon's telemetry systems. Use it to take out that Gallion.
See some reactant over here.
Is the command center. You'll need to locate all three of the telemetry keys.
Okay, we're up to a little over half. Play nice, bud. I guess they're running for that one.
Good. One more to go.
Which is where? Up through there. I guess they're gonna go run and grab it. That's fine. We can deal with the enemies.
That's it. We have triangulation. Protect the console while I reprogram the cannon telemetry.
Okay, that's all
That's
the
it.
reactive we
Open the
need.
Relic. And we'll take a look inside. Done. Telemetry has been reconfigured. Return to the cannon and pull the trigger.
Shut them down, Volt. Shut them down. I think we'll just end up having to head back to the console. So there isn't any real reason that the whole group needs to run down here. We can, but we don't have to. That's weird. Why is it not...
Direct hit. The
there we
galleon
go.
has been activated.
Beautiful.
Now return to the telemetry system and make sure the cannon stays silent.
Okay. We can do that.
The targeting mechanism is out of action. The cannon is useless now. The Grenier will think long and hard before trying to use this weapon again.
I love it when you get in one of these where the group knows exactly what's going on and what to do and works together. It just makes doing these and farming these so much less painful. I've been in some that are like pulling teeth. Ooh, what do we have here? A Riss. I do need a Riss. I believe I need a Riss. Phosphome. I'm going to say Riss, assuming that I needed one.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
I wonder how many of these Harrow chassis I have at this point. Probably quite a lot. You know what? And anytime you're pulling some Void Traces, it's a good day. That is just such a vital resource in this game. I don't think I can overstate that. I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but... Okay, leave. Let's double check my collection. If I now have a fourth, I don't remember off the top of my head. Beautiful. Riss, Vome, Kra, and Foss. So does that take care of all of them that could drop from 4, or was that somebody else's relic? Let's find out. Or 2, rather. Nope, I still need Jahu. Riss dropped from the 3, so I've got both of those. And I need Netra from 4 and Jahu from 2. Okay, so I'm getting close. I'm going to cut out the extraneous runs. I'm just going to hope for the best as I pull these modifiers in the background. Ooh, here we go. A Riss and a Zata. I don't know what Zata is, but I don't have it, so let's grab that. Jahu, beautiful. It's also nice that you can all but guarantee some Ayatan Amber Stars just by running these, like after you're done with the Kuvalich, assuming you don't spawn another one. That is a really good way to farm Ayatan Amber Stars. I have 9. It's not like I'm short, but, you know, those drop with far less regularity than the Cyan Stars. Netra. I don't recall if I already have a Netra, so I'm just going to grab it. That's the one I'm going to grab. And we'll have to farm for some more relics before we can come back and do this. But that was good work. I am not mad at all about the progress. I am getting very, very close to the next step. Okay, so let's just take stock of our Parazon mods again. We've definitely increased the pile in the arsenal. Foss, Jahu, Kra. We have 2 of those. Netra, so I did need that. Voma, Riss, and Zata. So that's old, right? Yep. There's just a few more from the base relics 1, 2, 3, 4 tier that they show you in here. Netra, Kra, I already have. I still need, I think, Loke. I got the Zata from the 1 relic, but I do need the Loke. It might be worth bumping that 1 or 2 just to try to guarantee that drop, unless I can pull some more 1 relics. Phosphorus we have, Jahu Vome we have. Okay, so yeah, we're sitting in a good spot, guys. A very good spot indeed. So, now let's turn our attention to primes. I'm going to start by just looking at frames, what possible prime frame parts I have. We have a Frost Prime chassis, which I could build. I don't know where I got that. I'm guessing from a relic. We've got Garuda Prime, which would be unbelievable. I wonder where you can farm the other parts for that. I might even look to see if they're in any of my relics. We have a Harrow Prime. I know what Harrow's about. Harrow seems like, I don't know if you would consider it a healer or a tank, but support or survivability. We've got the singular Hildren Prime part. Nidus Prime. Valkyr Prime. I mean, I know I already have Valkyr, but I honestly feel like I should just look to see if I have any more that drop the other Prime parts. Neuroptics and chassis. Then, of course, I would need the blueprint for it. Okay, so that is on the frame side of things. And over here, we've got the Paris Prime print, but we need all the other parts. That's for primaries. I've got a lot of random other kind of secondary things over here, but I'm missing the majority of, you know, any of the parts. I've just got like the print for them. The Melee, Cobra and Crane Prime. That's actually awesome. I bet that's really fun. When wielded by Baruch. Okay. There's also a Tatsu Prime. Okay, so we have a general idea of what we have. I mean, there's so many random parts. I'm sure I'm going to forget some of their names. And this is the part that's going to be a bit boring because I have to look through these one by one. So I'll just cut out my looking through what possible drops could pop from these relics till I find one I want to go for. All right, guys, so I scrolled through all of these that I have, and there's a couple that I want to focus on. One is I saw from a bunch of different types of relics, there's various Garuda parts, and that's another one of the frames I've been wanting to try from the very beginning when I just picked some frames at random and started reading about them. And then I also caught, I don't remember where it is, but there is absolutely, yeah, right here, an Exceltra Prime variant, which that's like my go-to primary. I mean, the base one is so good, I can't even imagine what a Prime variant is like. But I would also like to get my hands on that. So I think for the time being, I'm going to go back and I'm going to double check what Garuda part that I have, and I'm going to see which other ones I have that might be potentially farmable. So let's just go to frames, Garuda, Prime. I've got the blueprint. So we need chassis, neuroptics, and systems. Okay. Which of these have Garuda Prime? So I'll take another minute. Okay, there's Neuroptics, and that is a rare drop. So let's see if there's one that's not on the rare tier that also is for a Garuda Prime part. That's what I'm looking for. So we're going to be target farming Miso P13. It is in the uncommon bracket, so I think I will just bump that up 1, refine it to exceptional. That won't burn through too many traces. Okay, no big deal. For an hour 5 mobile defense, this shouldn't be a big deal. And we're going to take Miso P13 exceptional. Yes, equip. And pop right in. With any luck, somebody else will be playing this. If not, not the end of the world. Yep, plenty of people playing it.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
The Grineer have no
How do we get
honor.
through that?
Watch
That's
out.
actually
I'm
really
detecting
weird.
void fissures nearby.
Guess
Do
we can
you
go
have
this
a
way.
matching-
Yep.
You're near a fissure. The enemies are dropping reactant. The reactant is working on a relic. Find more. I need access to a terminal. Find one and patch it in.
Okay.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
We should be able to pick up all of the reactant we need down here. Okay.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Mission reached. Drop me in. Defend our position.
Two away. Yeah, it's so fast.
Still working on it.
Really not a big
Continue to
deal.
defend.
I'll just stand by this thing. Yep, there's one. Okay, that's all the
The
reactant
relic
we
has
need.
been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
And we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm not going to show you all of these runs, but I will show you the end results after the runs that I make.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
Well, we get a Hildren part. I don't remember if I had the Neuroptics already, so I guess I'll say I'll go for that. Don't know what Larkspur Prime is. So yeah, Hildren Prime, some Orcan cells, just a handful of traces. Not bad, so we'll go back and watch, rinse, repeat here.
evacuate.
All right, guys, we went a lot of rounds. We ended up pulling a Burston Prime stock, a Garuda Prime chassis, a Hera Prime neuroptic, a bunch of replacement relics, pretty good chunk of void traces. That was a very, very fruitful run. Tons of plastids. Tons of plastids. So, yeah. Pretty good group there. I was keeping them all as fast as they could possibly go. Playing Volt. I forgot, honestly, like I know, but, you know, until you're in there in practice, you forget just how strong his speed up ability is for the group. I mean, it just helps everybody annihilate the room so quickly. So quickly. Such a good frame. That's gonna be the end of my farming for today. I'm gonna do more of this in the background. I just wanted to make a dedicated kind of relic run video, doing nothing but relics, but I have a very clear sense of purpose. I know what I'm after. So let's jump back over to here. Let's just take a quick peek at what all prime parts we have now on the Warframe front. Steelfrost Prime, Garuda Neuroptics, Garuda Chassis, Garuda Prime, and Prime Chassis. We've got Garuda Systems, Chassis, Neuroptics, and Garuda. So we're really just missing some, you know, head over and deal with Fortuna to try to get Garuda going. But boy, having this Prime variant, I imagine, would be amazing. Hero, we've got Prime, Neuroptics, and Chassis. So we just need the systems and the blueprint. Hildren, we've now got the Neuroptics and the systems. We just need the chassis and the blueprint.
I've been thinking, operator.
That is a lot more parts closer to being able to finally craft my first prime. You know, map farming notwithstanding. Still just got the singular Valkyr Prime. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Okay, that's all on the Warframe side, but there's a few that are close. Weapons, nope, just still the same on primary. Magnus, yep, that's just the same on those. But I feel like I might have gotten some more on this side of the equation. No, not really. So I'm absolutely closest on Warframes. That's where I'm the closest. So if I can get lucky, get enough of these same relics to target farm any of these where I'm only missing one or two, I might be able to pull it off. Hildren is close. Harrow is close. Hildren and Harrow, that looks like the two I'm going to be focusing down on first. I don't know anything about Hildren. I know about Harrow because I read about Harrow. But either way, whatever prime thing I pull first, I'm definitely immediately pulling out to see just what it does. I know they're stronger and there's a bigger point allocation, so maybe that means more mods or more higher spec mods you can pop in. But either way, that was a good bit of running today, guys. Hopefully that was at least quasi-enjoyable for you to watch. I had a blast running it. This is something that I've really been delaying, putting a lot of focus and time into, and it was an absolute blast getting to jump back on Volt for a couple play sessions. But guys, that is going to do it today. Short and sweet. We'll cut the majority of the runs, but I'll show you what I get in the loot pool and the drops, and this is going to be part of my daily rotational process. As always, guys, I appreciate you checking in, and we will catch you on the next one.